welcome everyone for our Saturday evening Bhakti Vriksha program. So very happy to have you all here, and thank you Prasad Prabhu, Shalja Mataji for hosting today's program. So we'll start with Kirtan, and today we are going to have a talk in the glorification of Hanuman Ji. Recently we had Hanuman Jayanti, so we thought today we'll speak about the glories of Hanuman Ji. Okay, so we'll start with Kirtan. Prasad Prabhu.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari
Vishnupad Paramahans Parivrajkacharya Stotra Shashma Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahans Parivrajkacharya Stotra Shashma Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। द्वारिका धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। अयोध्या धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। भक्ति प्रदायिनी तुलसी महारानी की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी भगवान की जय। श्री राधा गोपी जन वल्लभ भगवान की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय। श्री गौर निताय की जय। बाल गोपाल श्रीनाथ जी भगवान की जय। सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome everyone for our today's program. And okay. So as I said, we'll start with reciting of, what did we say? Hanuman Chalisa. So we all will recite together, okay? Try to go with the same pace. And if you want, you all can move a little forward. So we'll all recite at the same pace. Try to match the pace with each other. And then we'll continue with the discussion, speaking about the glories of Hanuman Ji. And today's title, which I have given, is Dharam Rath Hanuman Ji. Okay? You understand the meaning of Dharam Rath? Dharma means religion. Ratha means chariot. So the chariot of religion. And it is as per the words of Lord RamaChandra. Lord RamaChandra describes this Dharam Rath to Vibhishanji. Vibhishanji was very in anxiety when war between Lord RamaChandra and Ravan is going on. And Vibhishan tells RamaChandra, Ravan is on a chariot, he is so powerful. You are barefoot, you do not have any kavach, you have no feet, no shoes in your feet. How will you fight with that so powerful Ravana? And at that time, Lord RamaChandra describes Dharamarath. And indirectly, Lord RamaChandra is speaking about the glories of Hanuman Ji. So that's why I mentioned Dharam Rath Hanuman Ji. So everybody's ready? If you want, you can open up on your phones the lyrics for Hanuman Chalisa. And we will go with some particular words from Hanuman Chalisa in the explanation in today's discussion. Okay, we'll start with Shri Guru Charan. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhan Baranau Raghuvar Vimal Jash Chodayak Fal Chan Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harau Kalesh Vikar Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapish Trihulok Ujar सुमति के संगी, कवचन वरन विराज सुवेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा, हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन, विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिवे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया, सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे, लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए, रघुपति कीन बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई, सहस बदन तुम्हारो जश गावे, अस कहीं श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा, जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाँ ते, कवि कोविद कहि सके तहाँ ते, तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना, राम मिलाए राजपद दीना, तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लीलियो ताहि मधुर फल जानु, प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही, जल दिलांग गए अचरज नाही, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित ना धरई, हनुमन से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमरे हनुमत बलवीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होय, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महडेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महडेरा, पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुरभूप, सियावर राम जय जय राम, मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम, सियावर राम जय जय राम, मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम, सियावर राम जय जय राम, मेरे प्रभु राम जय जय राम। श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, सीता राम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। Krishna, thank you everyone for nicely reciting together. So, as I said, today's topic is Dharam Rath Hanuman Ji. So, wherever Lord Ram's glorification is going on, we know the glorification of Hanuman Ji is also there by default. Wherever Lord Ram's Katha is going on, Hanuman Ji is present there. So, before we start with the glorification of Hanuman Ji, I will mention one shloka from Shri Ramraksha Stotra. So, Shri Ramraksha Stotra, there is one very beautiful verse, 36th verse. Says, Bharjanam bhav beejaanam, arjanam sukh sampdaam, Tarjanam dootaanam, Rameti garjanam. We will recite one more time. Bharjanam bhav beejaanam, arjanam sukh sampdaam, Tarjanam dootaanam, Rameti garjanam. So the meaning of this is, when loudly chanting the name of Rameti garjanam, chanting the name of Lord Ram, speaking the Katha, glories of Lord Ram. So Rameti garjanam, what is the effect of that? Says, Bharjanam bhav beejaanam. So the seed of this material existence is fried up. So what is the seed of this material existence? We are going in this material world, life after life, janam mrityu jara vyadhi. And you know, when any seed is roasted and you put that seed in the ground, then it doesn't fructify. So that seed is useless. The same way, when the glories of Lord RamaChandra is happening, it destroys the existence of this material. So it destroys the material existence. One does not have to continue with the cycle of birth and death. Bharjanam bhav beejaanam, arjanam sukh sampdaam. One can gain all the auspiciousness, one can gain all the worldly pleasures, one can gain all the opulences, joy, wealth. Arjanam sukh sampadam, Tarjanam dootaanam. And one is freed from the fear of Yamadutas. The Yamadutas will never come close to that person. So Tarjanam dootaanam. It will scare away the messengers of Yamaduta. So that is the benefit of chanting the name of Lord Ram, speaking the glories of Lord RamaChandra. So everybody repeat with me. Bharjanam bhav beejaanam, arjanam sukh sampadaam, Tarjanam dootaanam, Rameti garjanam. So very easy to remember also, very beautiful verse. So this is Shri Ramraksha Stotra, text 36. And then Tulsidas Ji, in the beginning of Ramayana, he sings one prayer in the glorification of Hanuman Ji. What is the glorification of Hanuman Ji? Tulsidas Ji is singing, Pranavau pavan kumar, khalban pavak gyan ghan, jasu hriday agar, basahi ram sar chapadhar. So Hanuman, Tulsidas says, I pay obeisances to Pavanputra Hanuman. Pranavau pavan kumar, khalban pavak. He is like the fire to destroy this forest of all the demoniac propensities. So I pay obeisances to Pavanputra Hanuman, who is like a fire to destroy all these forest-like anarthas. Jnana-gana, and he is personification of knowledge. Jnana-gana. Jasu hriday agar, and whose home is like a residence. More correctly, whose heart is like a chariot, who is like a chariot for Lord RamaChandra. Jasu hriday agar, basahi ram sar chapadhar, where Lord Ram resides holding his bow and arrow. Okay, so Lord Ramachandra is always residing in the heart of Hanuman Ji, holding up his bow and arrow. But if we really see, when somebody is residing in their home, are they always carrying their weapon? So Lord Vishnu, when he is in Vaikuntha Lok, he is always carrying his weapon. Or any of us, when we are at home, are you in a nice suit boot tie? So at home we are more at ease, right? We give up our maybe outside office clothes also and put up some nice little relaxing clothes. Some people are putting some shorts also, maybe just banana and shorts. So same here, but Lord Ramachandra is mentioned, he is residing in the heart of Hanumanji, always holding his bow and arrow. So more than a home, Hanumanji is like a chariot for Lord Ramachandra. Because when Lord Ramachandra is sitting on his chariot, then he is holding up always his bow and arrow. And Valmiki ji, when Lord Ramachandra is going to forest for Vanvas, after meeting at Prayagraj, he met Bharadwaj Rishi, and Bharadwaj Rishi showed him the further way, and then Lord Ramachandra came to the ashram of Valmiki ji and he asked Valmiki ji, please tell me the places of my residence, where can I stay? And Valmiki ji talks about the 14 places of residence. Okay, so we covered that a few months back, the 14 places of residence for Lord Ramachandra. And here it describes that you reside in those places along with Sita and Lakshman. Nowhere Valmiki ji tells you reside there holding your bow and arrow. But here Hanumanji's heart is described as where Lord Ramachandra resides with his bow and arrow. Because Hanumanji is like a Dharam Rath. He is like a chariot for for Ramachandra, and there are so many pastimes where Hanuman carried Lord Ramachandra and along with Lakshmana on his shoulder. First instance was while going to the Rishyamukh Parvat. Right, when Lord Ramachandra is going to meet Sugriv, Hanuman offered, please climb on my shoulders, I will take you there. So I am like the chariot for you. And in the war, when the war is going on between Lord Ramachandra and Ravan, at that time also, Hanuman carried Lord Ramachandra many times on his shoulder, just like a chariot. So, the point which I was mentioning before we enter into the stories, just one point here which I started with Bhavishan tells Lord Ramachandra that Ravan is so powerful, he is having a chariot and he is a very Mayavi personality. He can disappear anytime, he can appear anytime. So how will you fight with him? So Bhavishan at that time, out of his feeling for Lord Ramachandra, he is telling this particular verse. Nath narath nahi tan pad prana kehi vidhi jeetav veer balbana. How will you fight with that powerful Ravana? Don't underestimate Ravana. He is very powerful. He has conquered actually all the 5 bhutas. The earth, water, fire, air and sky. He has won over all these. So how will you win over him? He is on a chariot. Nath narath. You don't have a chariot. Nahi tan pad trana. There is no shoes in your feet. There is no kavacha on your body. How will you fight with him? And at that time, Lord Ramachandra describes about the Dharam Rath, that I am on the chariot of Dharma. I am on the chariot of religion. And indirectly, Lord Ramachandra is glorifying Hanumanji. So it says, Lord Ramachandra starts with Soraj dharaj tehi rath chaka satya sheel dhad dhoja pataka bal vivek dam parhit ghore chama kripa samata jaraj jore. So Shaurya, Swaraj, Dheeraj, Tehi Rath Chaka, that chariot, the wheels of that chariot are what? The Shaurya and Dharya, the power and patience are the chariots of that wheel. Satya, Sheel, Dhad, truthfulness, Sheel, all the great qualities. Dhad, determination, is like the flag on that chariot. Bal vivek dam parahit ghore. Strength, vivek means wisdom, or the power to discriminate between right and wrong. So bal vivek dam means the control on the senses. Parahit means doing the welfare for others. These are the horses on that chariot. Chama, kripa, samata, rajujore. Forgiveness, being compassionate on others, equipoise towards others. These are like the reins for those horses. And through all this, these are the qualities which Lord RamaChandra is describing about Hanuman Ji. So now, we just recited Hanuman Chalisa, and based on Hanuman Chalisa, we'll pick some particular phrases from Hanuman Chalisa, and from that also maybe few particular words, and talk about the glories of Hanuman Ji. So, in Hanuman Chalisa, one particular stanza comes, Ramadhuta atulit baladhama. So, Ramadhuta, Hanuman Ji is considered as the messenger of Lord RamaChandra. Okay, that is the meaning of Ramadut. And from Hanuman Ji, actually, we have a very important lesson to learn. What is that? The real identity. What is our real identity? If we consider ourselves, if somebody asks you, who are you? What will be your first answer? Naresh Prabhu, if I ask you, who are you? What will you say? You will say, my name is Naresh. I am from such and such place. I do such and such thing. Okay, so this is how we introduce ourselves, right? Even in the interview, first question they will ask, who are you? Then you start with, okay, my name is this. I belong to this place, and I am working in this role, or something like that. But Hanuman Ji gives a very beautiful lesson. Wherever Hanuman Ji is asked about his identity, who are you? He doesn't start with Mama Nama Hanuman. He doesn't start like that. When Hanuman met first time Lord RamaChandra, so we know Lord RamaChandra along with Lakshman, they are walking towards Rishamukh Parvat. Okay, they came at the Pampa Sarovar, and Sugriva from Rishamukh Parvat, he saw these two personalities coming holding bow and arrow, and Sugriv sends Hanuman to go find out who these two people are. So Hanuman goes disguised as a Brahmana, and as Hanuman in the form of a Brahmana, disguised as a Brahmana, come in front of Lord RamaChandra, Lord RamaChandra asks him, who are you? Hey Vipravar, who are you? Please introduce yourself. Hanuman did not start with, my name is Hanuman, I am such and such. His introduction was, I am the messenger of Sugriv. He identified himself as the servant of Sugriv at that time. That I am the messenger of Sugriv, I have come here with this message, or I have come here to find out. So that was first instance. And when Hanumanji went to Lanka in search of Mother Sita, so earlier Hanuman identified himself as the servant of Sugriva, as the messenger of Sugriva. And as Hanuman went to Lanka, he, after searching Mother Sita everywhere, finally he goes to Ashoka Vatika, where he found Mother Sita sitting under the Ashoka tree. And when Hanuman introduces himself to Mother Sita, so when Hanuman jumps in front of Mother Sita, after first throwing that ring, and at that time, Sita Devi, when she saw this Vanara, and Sita Devi asked, who are you? So again, what was the introduction of Hanuman? At that time, Hanuman introduced himself as Mat mein, Ramadhuta mein, Mat Janaki. That I am the messenger of Lord RamaChandra. So there also he did not identify himself that I am such and such person. He identified himself as a messenger of Lord RamaChandra. Ramadhuta mein, Mat Janaki. So there is a kind of translation how Hanumanji is identifying himself from the messenger of Sugriva to the messenger of Rama, and then finally ultimately as a servant of Rama. Okay, from Sugriva Duta to Ramaduta to Ramadas. And that's what we need to understand. What is my real identity? Our real identity is not that I am such and such person. Our real identity is I am the servant of the Lord. I am Krishnadas. I am Ramadas. At the time of initiation, what happens? When we take Diksha, at the time of Diksha, what happens? Few things happen, right, at that time? So what are the things that happen at the time of Diksha?
You are given a new name.
Okay, you are given a new name. So that is one of the very prominent thing, right? Everybody identifies that, yes, your name changes. Of course, they give a mantra also, and beads also and all that. So one of the important thing is new name. But is it just a new name? That from Vishal Gupta, I became as Vrindanath Das? Or we identify ourselves as Vrindanath Prabhu? I'm Vrindanath Prabhu now. No. The purpose of initiation is it is not changing the name, but it is changing the identity. Earlier we are considering ourselves as the enjoyer in this world, as the masters in this world. The identity changes to Das. Okay, now you are identified as the servant of the Lord. So in our parampara, everybody is given the name ending with Das. Vrindanath Das, Sachisuta Das, this and this Das. So all these are the ending with Das. And sometimes outside people, they are not related to it. Because once one person came to the temple and he said, I want to meet Mr. Das. Because in Bengali, Das is a surname also. So one person came to the temple, I want to meet Mr. Das. And the devotee replied, here everybody is Mr. Das. Which Mr. Das do you want to meet? Right, so the point I'm saying is, initiation is not just a change of name, but it's a change of our identity. Identifying ourselves with the servant of the Lord. Here Hanumanji is also exemplifying that. Hanumanji never identified himself. He never started with his introduction as Mama name Hanuman. He's always identifying him as a servant. So after that kind of destroying that Ashok Vatika, when Hanumanji was bound with the ropes and brought into the assembly of Ravan, at that time Ravana asked Hanuman about his identity. Okay, who are you? Ravana asked actually multiple questions. Okay, why did you destroy my Ashok Vatika? Why did you kill my soldiers? Then who are you? Why have you come here? And Hanumanji introduces all relating it to Lord RamaChandra. At that time, Hanuman's introduction very beautifully is described. Daso aham koshalendrasya ramasya akhila karmanaha ramavan oshadhi. Okay, so what is he saying here? Daso aham koshalendrasya. I am the servant of the king of Ayodhya. And who is that? Ramasya akhilashta karmanaha. And any work of Lord RamaChandra does not go unfulfilled. Any pledge, any vow of Lord RamaChandra doesn't go unfulfilled. I am the servant of that RamaChandra. So, Daso aham koshalendrasya ramasya. That was the introduction given by Hanumanji. So from Sugriva Duta to Ramaduta to Ramadas. And that's what we need to understand, that we are the servant of Lord RamaChandra. And after doing all such work for Lord RamaChandra, Hanuman is not desiring anything for himself. Because when we do some service for the Lord, or we go to temple, we just pray to the Lord, and we are asking something. Right? Please give me this, please give me that. Or even devotees, as devotees, sometimes we are thinking, I want to go back to Godhead. That is my goal. Right? I want to go back to Godhead. Or somebody may aspire for liberation. We want to get liberation. So here Hanumanji, when Hanumanji is asked, Lord RamaChandra tells, I can give you that liberation. Hanuman is saying, no, I don't want liberation. Actually, this verse is quoted by Prahlad Maharaj. Okay, this verse which I'm going to say now, this is quoted by Prahlad Maharaj when Nrsimhadev appears in front of Prahlad Maharaj. When Nrsimhadev appears in front of Prahlad Maharaj, your favorite Nrsimhadev, right? And Nrsimhadev asked Prahlad Maharaj, ask me something. Ask me any benediction. And Prahlad Maharaj says, no, I don't want to ask for any benediction. I don't want any liberation. Why? Because it will cut off my relationship with you as the master and the servant. You are the master, I am the servant. So at that time, Prahlad Maharaj quotes one verse which is spoken by Hanuman Ji. So for Prahlad Maharaj also, Hanuman Ji is the ideal. Okay, so Prahlad Maharaj at that time says, Bhav bhanda chidde tasmai tasyai sprihiyami na muktai bhavan prabhu aham dasa iti yatra vilupyade. So Prahlad Maharaj says, if I ask you anything, even if I get the liberation, what will happen? Even though liberation destroys the bondage of material existence, yes, liberation is a great achievement if somebody gets liberation. It destroys the bondage of material existence. But I have no desire for liberation. Why? Bhavan Prabhu, you are the master. Aham dasa, I am the servant. Iti yatra vilupyate. That relationship will be lost. Because merging into the impersonal Brahmajyoti, getting that sort of liberation will destroy this relationship, considering you being the master and I am being the servant. So I don't want that sort of liberation. All I want is service to you. The same thing was quoted by Hanuman Ji. Hanuman Ji spoke this when Lord Ramachandra says, you have served me so much. But you yourself, for yourself, you have never asked anything. Please ask me something. And Hanuman said, no, I don't want anything for myself. All I want is just service to you. Because you are the master, I am the servant. So that is the mood of Hanuman Ji. So identity, the first thing is Ramadhuta. Atulita Baladhama. He is the storehouse of strength, power. And that also, this particular pastime also comes when Hanumanji declares himself that yes, there is a lot of strength, but this is not my strength. I am just the storehouse. So when all the Vanara party, they reaches on the shore of the ocean in search of Mother Sita. So the Sugriva had sent 4 parties in 4 directions. So this party, which is consisting of Jambavan, Angad, Nal, Neel, Hanuman, so they all came to the shore of the ocean. And one Sambati told that Sita is on the other side of the ocean in Lanka. And somebody have to go cross this ocean to go to Lanka to finally find Mother Sita. And everybody is talking about their strength. The Jamona is asking, who can go? Somebody says, I can jump across 30 yojana. Somebody else says, I can jump across 40 yojana. Somebody says, I can jump across 50 yojana. And finally Angad says, I can jump across 100 yojana. Okay, very good, you can jump across 100 yojana. But Angad says, I can go, but there is no guarantee of me coming back. What is the problem? If you can jump across one time 100 yojana, then you go there, find Mother Sita, take little rest and jump back and come back also. You can jump 100 yojana. So problem is not just jumping 100 yojana. Angad's real problem is, he says, I am a Kami Purusha. I am a Kami Vanara. In Lanka, there are so many opulences. There are Kanchana, Kamini. I will be distracted. I will be distracted by all the opulences of Lanka and just stay there. I will never come back. So that was the problem. And then they're thinking, who can go? And then Jambavanji, he reminds Hanuman of his strength. Ram kaj lagi tav avatara. Sunat bhay pragat, what is that? Parvata akara. So Hanumanji, when he heard that your birth has happened to fulfill the task of Lord RamaChandra, Ram kaj lagi tav avatara. At this, immediately Hanumanji assumed a huge form. Jambavan is reminding Hanuman that you are the storehouse. You have so much strength. Atulita baladhama. You have so much strength. Hanumanji said, yes, there is strength, but it is not my strength. So that is the humility of Hanumanji. He said, all the strength I have is not my strength. I am just like the storehouse. Since there is an owner, he has his store, and he has kept so many things in the store. Like, let's say there is a storehouse where all the cement bags are kept. Thousands of cement bags are kept. But those cement bags, who owns those? The owner. So same way Hanuman said, I am just like the storehouse of Lord RamaChandra. He has kept all the strength in this storehouse, and all this strength actually is the strength of Lord RamaChandra. So this is not my strength. I am just a storehouse. So Atulita Bal Dhama. And then how did Hanumanji appear? It says Anjani Putra Pavanasuta Nama Mahavir Vikrama Bajarangi. So Anjani Putra Pavanasuta Nama. He is the son of Anjani. He is also known as the son of Vayu, wind god. He is also Shankara Suvana. He is also called Kesari Nandana. Okay, so Shankara Suvana, Kesari Nandana. So he is known as the son of Anjani. He is known as the son of Kesari. He is known as the son of Vayu. He is also the Ansh of Shiva. So how is that? How did Hanumanji appear? So that's a very beautiful story behind all this. How did Hanuman appear? Actually, Hanuman is materially, he is the son of Mother Anjani and a Vanara named Kesari. So Anjani and Kesari, they were married as Vanar and Vanari, and through them Hanumanji appeared. And their wedding also, the appearance of Hanumanji is actually predetermined even before their wedding. There is a whole kind of in the movies they show something like this. So this is real here in Ramayana also how Anjani and Kesari married. So Anjani, before her marriage, she was performing a lot of austerities. Okay, so she was sitting in a cave and doing a lot of austerity. As she was performing these austerity, she was in a complete kind of absorption, meditating, and she felt that somebody is there at the door of the cave. Somebody has blocked the entry to the cave. Okay, somebody just appeared at the door of the cave. And she opened the eyes and in reality there was a demon standing at the entrance of the cave who was looking at this Anjani with very many lusty desires. And immediately she understood what is going to come, and she got up and ran with a very fast speed, passing across that demon and just running out of that cave. So she is running so fast and this demon is running behind. And she ran, and she finally came to a place where all the sages who were doing their tapasya in that forest area, they were all residing, all their hermits were there. So she came in the hermit of one sage, and the sage saw this Anjani coming, running, and there is a demon chasing. And immediately in his heart, this sage, he had a thought that who can defeat this demon? He thought of this Kesari, this Vanara Kesari, that he is very powerful, he can defeat this demon. And just with his thinking, immediately Kesari appeared on the scene. So Kesari appeared there, so there was a fight between Kesari and demon, and Kesari killed the demon. And then the sages, they told Kesari and Anjani that you should both marry. And in future, you will give birth to a very powerful personality. You will have a son who will be very powerful. So this is how Anjani and Kesari married. And then after marriage also, now she performed austerity. She wanted to get this son, and she prayed to Lord Shiva for the son. And Lord Shiva himself is going to appear as Hanumanji, the 11th Rudra. The Ansh of 11th Rudra is Hanumanji. And that also happens is when Lord RamaChandra is going to appear, Lord RamaChandra had told all the demigods, all the Devi Devatas, that you should send your Ansha on earth to take part in my Leela. And how all these Devi Devatas should appear on earth? In the form of Vanaras. Okay, because Ravana had asked the boon that I should not be killed by anybody apart from Vanara and Manava. I don't care. Okay, they are so insignificant. I don't care about Vanara and Manava. So Lord Vishnu told all the Devi Devatas, I will appear as human being and you all should appear as Vanaras in Vanarakul. So when Lord Shiva knew about this, Lord Shiva says, I want to participate in Lord Ram's Leela and I will appear as Vanara. And in that pastime, Lord Shiva told Parvati that I will be a celibate. So you don't have any place in that Leela. And Parvati said, oh, but how will I live without you? I should also be part of your Leela. Please allow me also to come. But Lord Shiva said, no, but I am going to be celibate. So there is no participation from your side in this Leela. And Parvati said, I have one idea. You appear as Vanara, I will appear as your tail. Okay, so Parvati appeared as the tail. Lord Shiva appeared as Hanuman. Parvati was the tail of Hanuman. This is how Lord Shiva is going to appear. But how Lord Shiva appeared in the form of Hanumanji through the womb of Anjani, that is another history. So another incident when after the churning of ocean, when the nectar came out, all the demons, they wanted to grab this nectar, they wanted to drink this nectar. And at that time, Lord Vishnu appeared as Mohini Murti. So he appeared as Mohini Murti, he gave the nectar to the demigods. And at that time, Lord Shiva, when he heard about the Mohini Murti form, that Lord appeared as Mohini Murti, as a beautiful woman, Lord Shiva wanted to see the form of the Lord as Mohini Murti. And he told Lord Vishnu, you please show me that form, your form as Mohini Murti, I want to see this. And when Lord Vishnu showed the form as Mohini Murti, Lord Shiva became bewildered. Okay, and he ran after Mohini Murti. He wanted to embrace. And he's running behind Mohini Murti, and at that time he discharged semen. And that semen of Lord Shiva, he preserved, he kept it in a leaf made of the 5 metals. Panchadhatu, made of a leaf made up of this Panchadhatu. He stored his energy in that and he gave to the Saptarishis that you keep it safe, and at the right time this will be used for my appearance later on earth. So at this time now, when Lord Shiva is going to appear as his 11th Rudra Ansh, from his 11th Rudra Ansh as Hanuman Ji, so that time he told Pavanputra, or told Pavandev, that you go and install this my energy in the womb of Anjana. So that's why, because Pavandev carried that energy of Lord Shiva to give it to Anjana, that's why he is also considered as the father, Pavanadev. Right? That's why Hanuman is also called Pavanputra. So he appeared through Anjana and Kesari. He is also known as Pavanputra because Pavandev was as the carrier, and he is also the Ansh of Lord Shiva, Shankara Suvan. So this is the history of how Hanumanji appeared, and then Mahavira Vikrama Bajarangi. Hanuman is very powerful. He is known as Bajrangi. How many names of Hanumanji you know? What was the name of Hanumanji given at his birth? Okay, a quick quiz. How many of you know what was the name of Hanumanji given to him at his birth?
Is it Anjaneya?
Anjaneya is because Anjani Putra, right? Like Arjuna is called as Kaunteya, right? So same way Hanumanji is addressed as Anjaneya, son of Anjani. Kesari Nandan also, like we say Yadu Nandan, okay, Vasudeva Nandan, Nanda Nandan.
Kesari is
So
the father.
Kesari is the father, that's why he is known as Kesari Nandan. Pavanputra also is another same way because he is the son of wind god, that's why he is addressed as Pavanputra. Hmm? Maruti. Okay, very nice. Maruti was the name given to Hanuman at the time of his birth. So his name was Maruti. Maruti is also actually signifies because he came through Marut, wind god. Wind god's another name is Marut. That's why he's called Maruti. Okay? Off the wind. That is the meaning of Maruti. Now in India there is a brand, car brand, right? Maruti. It came from there only. They named the car as Maruti, comparing it with Hanuman because it will go with the speed of wind. That was the whole idea. They gave the car name as Maruti. Here in America there is one of the big three. There is another car brand called Ram. Right? They don't call directly Ram, they call it Ram. Hey, Chrysler.
So this ram is the animal ram, no?
Right.
Right.
Right, but we know Ram, right? Spelling is same, R-A-M, Ram. So anybody chanting the name of the car Ram also has a scope of getting liberated. So directly, indirectly, you change the name of Ram, you get the result. Yeah, Vayuputra. Vayuputra is also another name. Vayuputra, Pavanputra. So the name given was Maruti. Also, Anjaneya Mata used to address Hanuman as Sundar. Because Hanuman is very beautiful. And Anjaneya Mata, out of her love, she is calling Hanuman as Sundar. You know, from Ramayana, one of the Kand is Sundar Kand. Why it is called Sundar Kand? There are multiple meanings. There are multiple reasons behind it. Why Sundar Kand is called Sundar Kand. One of the reasons is because it describes the beautiful leelas of Hanuman. That's why it's called Sundar Kand. Hanuman's name is Sundar, and this is about Hanuman's leela. That's why it's called Sundar Kand. It is also talking about the beautiful character, the Sundar Charitra of Mata Sita. That is why it's called Sundarakand. So there are multiple reasons of being addressed as Sundarakand. Here we are talking about Hanuman called Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi. We know another name of Hanuman is also Bajrangi, or many people call as Bajrangabali. So from where did Hanuman ji get this name Bajarangi? Anybody knows?
From Bajrang.
Yeah, from Bajrang. Okay, Bajrang, whose body limbs are like Vajra. That is Bajarangi. So from where this whole Leela came, we know Hanuman ji, from his very childhood, he was very hungry always. Okay? He was very hungry all the time. And Hanuman will just jump on the tree and try to catch any fruit and eat. And Mother Anjana had told, don't eat the unripe fruits, eat the ripe fruits. And what is the symbol of a ripe fruit? पके हुए फल का पहचान क्या है? Color, through the color. Okay, it has transformed into red, orange, dark color. So पके फल का पहचान. So Hanuman, once he was sitting and he was feeling very hungry, he looked on the tree and he saw one like very ripened mango, reddish. And Hanuman leaped across to catch that mango. And as he jumped across the tree, that was not really a mango. What was it? Surya. So through the tree he was looking at the sun. Sun was appearing through the tree and Hanuman just leaped across to catch that. And he just leapt, went towards the sun to take the sun and put in his mouth. So Hanuman leapt across the sun, and at that time the sun is also wondering, what is this new planet coming towards me? Okay, and all the other planets, we know in the Graha Mandal there are many other planets also. So they are going in their particular orbit rotation system. So there are on the way, there are many other planets. And when they saw this one personality coming, they also saw some other planet is coming and they went on the side and gave the passage, let him go. So when very powerful personality, very important personality come, everybody gets on the side, right? When the Prime Minister, President of the country come, all the people are on the side. Let the vehicle of the Prime Minister, President go. So same way all these planets went on the side, let Hanuman go. Hanuman is just going, flying towards the sun. He came towards the sun and he took the sun and put in his mouth. And at exactly that time, it was the time of Surya, sun eclipse. Okay, Surya Grahan. So at the time of Surya Grahan, what happens? Rahu comes and covers up the sun. Okay, it's just like Rahu eats up the sun. And that is what is eclipse. So that was the time of eclipse. Hanuman has taken the sun and put in his mouth. And this Rahu comes, no sun. There is no sun. Where is sun? I am supposed to come and cover the sun. I am supposed to eat the sun. Right? That was the arrangement done. That time to time Rahu will come and eat up the sun and moon. And Rahu comes and he says, where is sun? And Hanuman, first he ate the red fruit. And then he saw this Rahu coming, black. Hanuman thought this is also another fruit, black fruit. So Hanuman took Rahu also, put him in his mouth. So on one side Surya, on one side Rahu. So that's why Hanuman's mouth is like this. Okay? So both he took inside. जो भी ग्रहण करना है अंदर मेरे मुंह के अंदर लगाओ. And Indra, so now sun is gone inside the mouth, the whole universe became dark. See, when something is lost, we depend on the sun for the light to find that object. Sun itself is lost. The whole universe is so dark, where to find sun? Everybody went to Indra. Sun is missing. सुई गुम हो गया, कुछ समझ में आता है, कुछ छोटी मोटी चीज गुम गई. Sun is missing. What do you mean sun is missing? There is no sun. Everything, all around there is darkness. So Indra thought, I have to go and check it out. Indra climbed on his Ravat, white elephant, and he came on the spot. And Hanuman at that time saw white elephant, Indra riding on this white elephant Ravata. Hanuman thought another white fruit. I should eat him also. So Hanuman ran towards Ravat to put Ravat also in his mouth. And at that time Indra threw his Vajra on Hanuman, and Vajra hit on Hanuman's chin. And it broke the bone on the chin. And Hanuman at that time fell unconscious and started falling down on the ground, and his mouth opened. Of course, the sun and Rahu came out. And as Hanuman is falling down, at that time, Pavanadev, he came and grabbed Hanuman and took him in the cave. And that time, Pavandev was so angry. He thought, I'm going to withdraw all the air from the universe. They have attacked on my son Hanuman, or my son Maruti. There was no Hanuman name. Hanuman name also came because the Hanu, this chin is also called Hanu. And the one whose chin is broken, bent, that is Hanuman. That's how his name came as Hanuman. So Pavandev, he took Hanuman in a cave and blocked all the air, withdrew all the air from the universe. Now everybody is again trahi, there is no air, nobody can breathe. And they went to Indra, they went to Brahma, all the demigods came there. And they told Pavandev that we will do anything to restore the life of Hanuman. Please, you don't withdraw the air, withdraw the wind, take the life air. And in exchange, all the Devi Devatas, they gave blessings to Hanuman. Okay? Indra gave the blessing, my Vajra also will not harm you. So your whole body will become like Vajra. And that's from where the name came, Bajarangi. All his body limbs are like Vajra. No Vajra can also harm. And Brahmaji gave the boon, all other demigods, they gave the boon. Brahmaji gave the boon, even my Brahmastra cannot harm you. And Brahmaji also gave one very beautiful diamond necklace to Hanuman. The speciality of that diamond necklace is it's not visible to anybody. Okay, and he told Hanuman, when you meet your master, or when somebody recognizes this diamond necklace, when somebody is able to see this diamond necklace, you should understand he is your master. Okay, and that's how Hanuman ji understood. RamaChandra is my master. I have to serve him because Lord RamaChandra was the one who saw this diamond necklace when Hanuman came as a Vipra, like as a poor Brahmana in front of Lord RamaChandra. And Lord RamaChandra said, a poor Brahmana cannot have such an expensive diamond necklace in their neck. And Hanuman ji understood, oh, he is able to see this necklace. And Hanuman understood, he is my master, I have to serve him now throughout my life, the remaining part of my life. So with all this pastime here, Hanumanji got the name Bajrangi. So we were talking about Anjani Putra Pavan Sukh Nama and then Mahavir Vikram Bajrangi. What is the time? Okay. We have just covered maybe 2 lines of Hanuman Chalisa so far. Maybe cover maybe 1 or 2 more. There another one very beautiful line in Hanuman Chalisa is Ram kaj karibe ko atur. Hanuman is always eager to do the task for Lord RamaChandra. Okay, no matter what task is, Hanuman is always ready. Jumping across the ocean, Hanuman is ready. Yes, I will jump across the ocean. I will go find Mother Sita. And then while building the bridge to Lanka, Hanumanji is eager. Hanumanji is ready to build that bridge, bringing big boulders, writing the name of Lord RamaChandra and throwing it in the ocean. When Lakshmanji fell unconscious, that time Vaidya, Sushan Vaidya told you have to bring Vishalya Karani, Sanjeevani Aushadhi. And at that time also, Hanumanji said, I will go bring it. So no matter what the task is, Hanuman is always eager to serve Lord RamaChandra. And while doing all these amazing tasks, Hanuman is not taking any credit. Ram kaj karibe ko atur. He is eager to do the task for Lord RamaChandra, but he is not proud of his strength. He is not taking any credit for his work. He is giving all the credit to Lord RamaChandra. This is because of your strength I am able to fulfill this task. Hopefully. Can everybody hear me in the back? Okay, well, we don't need this one. It's causing a little disturbance. So, Hanumanji, when he jumps from the Mahendra Parvat to cross over the ocean, at that time it says, Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukh Mahi, Jaladi Lang Gaye Acharajanahi. He kept the ring which was given by Lord RamaChandra in his mouth. And in that way, he crossed the ocean. And also it says, Jimi Amogh Raghupati Karavana Tehi Bhanti Chalev Hanumana. Hanumanji flew across the ocean as if the arrow shot by Lord RamaChandra. So he is thinking himself as a messenger, as the arrow of Lord RamaChandra. And when somebody asked, why are you keeping this ring in your mouth? Is it something to be kept in the mouth? Hanuman said, this ring to be kept in mouth only. Why? Jab dekhi mudrika manohar Ram naam ankit ati sundar. On that mudrika what is written? The name of Lord RamaChandra. And name of Lord RamaChandra has to be kept in the mouth only. They say, I am keeping this ring in the mouth because it's the name of Lord RamaChandra. So by keeping the ring in his mouth, he flew across the ocean, and he's saying, because of the mercy of Lord RamaChandra only I was able to cross. And then while return, Lord RamaChandra asked, okay, you are saying you crossed the ocean because of my strength. But when you went to the Lanka, you gave the ring to Sita. Then how did you come back? Because while coming back also you jumped across the ocean. You flew across the ocean. So how did you come back? He said, I gave the mudrika to Sita Mata, but I asked for something else. That you please give me something. How will I go back? And then Sita Mata gave me what? The Chudamani. And because of the strength of Chudamani, I came back. So it's all with the mercy of Lord RamaChandra and the mercy of Sita Devi that I was able to cross beyond the ocean. And then Hanumanji, what is he doing? In here it says, Suksham Rupa Dhari Siya Hidikhawa Vikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jarava. He is able to become small or become big as needed. अगर भगवान का काम करने के लिए to fulfill the task of Lord RamaChandra, if he has to become small, he is ready to become small. And if he has to assume a huge form, gigantic form, he is ready to become that also. Okay, to fulfill the task of Lord RamaChandra, he is willing to work in any capacity. So what does it mean is, for us also, we can do a menial task also, we can do a big glorious task also, just for the service of Lord RamaChandra. Sitting here speaking Ramakatha, it's a very significant task, right? In the eyes of others, people will glorify and everything. And at the same time, if for the service of Lord RamaChandra, if one has to do menial task, putting the chaddar sheets and cleaning the place also, that is also feasible. One is willing to do that also. So becoming small also in the service of Lord RamaChandra, becoming big also, as long as it is just for the service of Lord RamaChandra. So sukshma roopadhari siya hi dikhava, vikata roopadhari lanka jarava, bhima roopadhari asura sanghare. And he again assumed a huge form to destroy the demons in Ravana's army. So we know Hanumanji burnt this whole Lanka. Vikata Roopadhari Lanka Jarava. But Hanumanji did not take the credit of that also. We know Hanumanji burned the whole Lanka, but Hanumanji, when he came back to Lord RamaChandra and gave the news of Sita, that yes, Sita is there, and Lord RamaChandra asked, what else did you do there? And Hanuman told the whole thing, that I burned the city of Lanka. And Lord RamaChandra asked Hanuman, why did you burn the city of Lanka? I did not ask you to burn Lanka. I asked only to go find Sita. Why did you burn Lanka? Hanuman said, oh, I did not burn Lanka. Only you burnt Lanka. But how did I burn Lanka? I was here only. I never left Kishinda. So how did I burn Lanka? Hanumanji said, no, Prabhu, you only burnt Lanka. How? He says, when I was crossing over the ocean, in the ocean also many obstacles came. First obstacle was Menak Parvat. Okay, Hanumanji, when was crossing over, Menak Parvat came up and Hanumanji just paid obeisances, touched Menak, accepting his service and continued. And then second obstacle came was some Rakshasi there. What was the name? Surasa. Okay, so second was Surasa. Surasa wanted to eat up Hanumanji. So she opened her mouth, Hanumanji became huge. She opened her mouth more, Hanumanji became bigger. Surasa opened her mouth as 2 mile, Hanumanji became 4 mile taller. She opened 4 mouth, Hanumanji became 8 mile. Like that, it went on and she made her mouth like 100 yojan. At that time, Hanumanji became like small, like a mosquito, went inside the mouth and came out. Say, see, I fulfilled your desire. I went inside your mouth and came out. Now please let me go. Then Sursa came in her original form and blessed Hanumanji. I just came here actually to examine you. I was sent by the Devatas to take your pariksha. Now I bless you. You go and fulfill all the tasks of Lord RamaChandra. Ram kaj sab kije. So that's what she told. And Hanumanji is thinking, I have to do only one task. Find Sita Devi. What else I have to do? Okay, maybe Lord RamaChandra will give intelligence. What else I'm supposed to do? And then Hanuman crossed third obstacle also as Simhika, who was catching the shadow. I'm just very briefly describing, not going into this because this itself will be the whole session on Hanuman's voyage towards the ocean. After crossing that, Hanuman came at the door of Lanka, and at the door, who was the demon there? Demoness? Lankini. Okay, so Lankini. So Hanuman defeated Lankini also. At that time, Lankini also told Hanumanji, Ram kaj sab kije. Kije nagar pravesha. You enter into the city of Lanka and do all the tasks of RamaChandra. Hanumanji is again thinking, what else I have to do? I have to do only one task. Finding Sita Devi. What else I'm supposed to do? Okay, maybe Lord RamaChandra will show the path. He will give the intelligence. And after finally searching for Sita everywhere, Hanumanji came to Ashok Vatika. And at that time, Ravana had come there to harass Sita Devi, kind of showing her fear to Sita that if you don't agree to my proposal, I will kill you. And Hanuman sitting on the tree, he is hearing everything. And Ravana left telling all the demonesses, you try to scare Sita, sampdaam dandabhet, by any method you try to convince her to accept me. So all these demonesses, they are trying to scare Sita. At that time, Trijata comes there. And Trijata tells all these demonesses, don't scare Sita Devi actually. And that was the early morning hour, Brahma Muhurat. And Trijata told, just now in the early morning hour I had a dream. I saw in the dream one Vanara came. And Vanara, he destroyed this whole Ashok Vatika and he burned this whole city of Lanka. Ravana was sitting on a donkey going in the south direction. His whole face covered up with black paint. So she told about her dream. One Vanara came, monkey came and he burned the city of Lanka. Hanumanji is sitting on the top and listening everything. Maybe this is the indication. What else I'm supposed to do? And Lord RamaChandra is indicating through her that I am supposed to do this task also. But Hanuman, first of all, how did this particular dream came in her sleep? On dream there is no control, right? But sometimes it happens is if you are thinking of something in the dream, you may get some dream related to that. But who gave that thought in the mind of Trijata that she is dreaming of one monkey coming and burning up the city of Lanka? Of course, this is implanted by Lord RamaChandra. This thought implanted by Lord RamaChandra in his mind. So I have to maybe fulfill this task. But Hanumanji, again, he thought, what if this is my whimsical conception? If I am imagining this, so I will not do this. If Lord RamaChandra really want to accomplish this, he will make the arrangement somehow or other. So then Hanuman went into Ashok Vatika, destroyed some trees, and when Akshay Kumar came, he killed Akshay Kumar. Then finally Indrajit comes and shots Brahmastra, even though Brahmastra is not going to harm Hanuman. Brahma has given the boon. But Hanuman thought Brahmaji is elder, I have to respect the weapon of Brahmaji. So Hanuman just stood folded hand and Brahmastra tied Hanumanji. Did not harm him anything, just tied Hanumanji and he was taken into the assembly of Ravana. And Ravana, so Hanumanji is thinking, I will not do this. If this is really Lord Ram's desire, he will make it happen. But burning up Lanka. So Hanuman said, I will make me powerless. So he got tied up. So Hanuman was brought in the assembly. That's where all this discussion happened. Who are you? Hanuman said, I am the servant of RamaChandra. And Ravana, very angry with Hanuman because he destroyed his Ashok Vatika. First of all, he entered into Lanka. And Hanuman was just listening there. Ravana told his demons, kill Hanuman. And immediately Vibhishan got up. Vibhishan said, no, you cannot kill. He is a messenger of somebody, and as a messenger, this is a maryada, messenger cannot be killed. If at all you want to do something, you can handicap him, you can give him some other punishment, you can cut off one of his limb. And Hanumanji was thinking, okay, whatever Lord Ram's mercy, but hopefully Ravan does not remember Shupnakha. That Shupnakha's nose and ear were cut off and Ravana ordered Hanuman's nose to be cut off. He was thinking, kya naak kata ke Bhagwan ke paas jayenge? Will I get my nose cut and go in front of Lord RamaChandra? And at that time, Ravana told, put the tail of Hanuman on fire. And from where this inspiration came to Ravana? Who inspired Ravana to order like this? Put the tail on fire. He could have told, cut the tail. Right? Rather than cutting the tail, he said, put the tail on fire. And then all the demons came. They started tying the clothes on the tail of Hanuman, and more clothes are coming. All the cloth of Lanka, the whole cloth was over. Hanuman's tail is growing and growing and growing. So they tied up, and then Ravana told, put oil on the tail, on these clothes, and burn this tail. And all these demons said, why oil? Will bring ghee. So that's why they कपड़ा भी रावण का, तेल भी रावण का, आग भी रावण की और जली भी रावण की लंका. So who gave all this inspiration? Hanuman is saying, see, this is not my task. I did not do anything. This was all your arrangement. You burned this Lanka. So Hanuman is eager to do the task of Lord RamaChandra. Ram kaj karibe ko atur. And one last point I will mention. Another glorification of Hanumanji is Ram duare tum rakhbare hot na agya bin paisare. Without your permission, nobody can get closer to Lord Ramachandra. Hanumanji is the servant of Lord Ramachandra, always sitting at the feet of Lord Ramachandra. If we want to take shelter of Lord Ramachandra, how is it possible? Through the mercy of Hanuman. And in Ramayana also, there are so many pastimes which mention about how Hanuman helped everybody get the mercy of Lord Ramachandra. First one was Sugriva. Okay? First, he connected Ramachandra with Sugriva. And Tum upkar Sugriv kina Ram milai Rajpad dina. Because of Hanuman only, Lord Ramachandra made alliance with Sugriva. Actually, Lakshman was not favorable. Lakshman was saying, why you want to make alliance, why you want to make friendship with Sugriva? He has no good quality. Ramachandra said, I know. Sugriva does not have good quality. Only his good quality is, he has Hanuman. Because who has taken shelter of my devotee, I give shelter to him. Because he is having Hanuman, that's why I am giving mercy to Sugriva. Tum upkar Sugriva kina Ram milai Rajpad dina. Because of Hanuman, have Lord Ramachandra come to Sugriva, and Lord Ramachandra showered his mercy and he got his kingdom back, Kishkinda's kingdom. And then the next one was Vibhishan. Okay. Tumhara mantra Vibhishan mana Lankeshwar bhai sab jag jana. When Hanumanji was searching for Mother Sita, Hanuman was passing by the house of Vibhishan. At that time he saw in the courtyard of Vibhishan there was Tulsi plant and there was the Chakra, Gada, all the symbols of Lord Vishnu there, and Hanuman thought this is the house of some devotee. And in Lanka, who could be a devotee? This is the city of all the demons. Who is this devotee residing here? And at that time it was the morning time and Vibhishan got up from his sleep and he was chanting the name of Lord, Ram, Ram. And Hanuman understood this is really a house of a devotee. And at that time Hanuman again turned himself into a Brahmana, came at the door of Vibhishan, and Vibhishan saw some Brahmana have come to my home. Who is this Brahmana? Early morning has come to my home. And he addressed, are you Lord himself who has come to my home? And Hanuman said, no, bhai, what are you speaking? I am from that species whose mouth also, whose face also, if somebody sees in the morning hour, his whole day becomes spoiled. So I don't want to show my face. Actually, I am not Lord, I am the servant of the Lord. And it is also mercy of the Lord that he has accepted me as his servant. And Vibhishana said, when will Lord shower me his mercy? When will I get the mercy of Lord that he will accept me as his servant? And Hanuman told, Lord will come very soon. You go and take shelter of the Lord at that time. So, Tumhara mantra Vibhishan mana Lankeshwar bhai sab jag jana. Vibhishan ji accepted the proposal of Hanuman ji and he took the shelter of Lord Ramachandra. And overall, all through all these pastimes, what is the mood of Hanuman ji? Hanuman, as I said, Hanuman is not considering himself as the doer. He is not considering himself that this is my strength. I am able to do this. He is saying this is all the strength of Lord Ramachandra. Nimitta matra evaham karta bhokta tvameva. I am just an instrument. You are the doer. So tvameva karta, tvameva bhokta, tvameva shrotra, tvameva vakta. That should be our mood. You are the doer, I am just the instrument in your hands. As Srila Prabhupada also says, please make me dance, make me dance, make me dance as you like. So just consider, make me as an instrument in your hands and just make me do whatever is your desire. And Hanumanji's mood is serving the Lord and also serving the devotees of the Lord. Not just the Lord. Hanuman doesn't serve only Lord Ramachandra. He serves everybody. Whoever is connected with Lord Ramachandra, he serves everybody. He two small stories and I will end there. Very beautiful stories, very instructive stories. Hanumanji is serving Ramachandra, he is serving Sita Devi. So when, after killing Ravana, after finding Sita Mata, they came back to Ayodhya. Lord Ramachandra was enthroned as the king of Ayodhya. All the other Vanaras are sent back. But Hanuman is there. Okay, Lord RamaChandra did not ask Hanuman to leave. Lord RamaChandra told all the Vanaras, you all go at your homes and keep doing Ramkaj. And all the Vanaras were thinking, you are asking us to go back home and you are telling us keep doing Ramakaj. If you want us to do Ramakaj, let us stay here. Lord RamaChandra said, no, you all go back and continue doing Ramakaj. Why? Because until I came to Kishkinda, you all were doing your Grahakaj. Okay, you were all doing your own task, taking care of your family, your house and all that. You all were doing your Grahakaj, but once you connected with me, all your activity became as Ramakaj. So it is a shift of consciousness. We consider this home belongs to Lord RamaChandra, this family belongs to Lord RamaChandra. Whatever task I am doing, that is a task of Lord RamaChandra. So every activity becomes Ramkaj. So you all go back home and keep remembering me and do your activity. Just remember me always. But why Hanuman is not sent back? Why you are not sending Hanuman? Because Hanuman has no family. Yeah, Hanuman did not marry, he does not have any children. Hanuman has no family. Who has no family? I am his family. So Hanuman will stay here. So Hanuman, forever after that, he stayed with Lord RamaChandra in Ayodhya and he is serving everybody. And once Sita Devi and Lord RamaChandra had a little sweet argument. They were saying, Hanuman loves me more. Sita Devi is saying, Hanuman loves me more. He serves me more. RamaChandra is saying, no, Hanuman serves me more. He loves me more. Let's test whom Hanuman loves the most and serves the most. So they called Hanuman. Lord RamaChandra told Hanuman, Hanuman, go immediately, bring my bow. I need my bow, bring immediately. And Sita Devi said, no, first go and bring water for me. I am feeling very thirsty. You go bring water for me. And Hanuman is standing there. And Sita and Ram, they're looking at each other. Let's see whose task Hanuman will do first. Whichever thing he brings first means he loves that person the more. So Hanuman was also standing there and smiling. Hanuman stretched his arm. One arm caught the bow, another arm caught the water for Sita Devi. Here is your bow, here is your water. So Hanuman loves Sitaram both and he serves both equally. He serves all the devotee equally. Another very beautiful pastime was once Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan, they were roaming around in the garden area. Okay, अपने किसी क्या बोलते हैं उसको बगीचे में टहल रहे थे. So they were roaming around in the garden area and Hanuman was also there. And Hanuman is doing some childish activities. He is running around some squirrels or something, running here and there. And at one point, Lord RamaChandra said, I am feeling very tired. I want to sit down. I want to take some rest. And everybody is looking at each other's face. Lord RamaChandra want to sit down. Somebody should sit down and offer his lap for Lord RamaChandra to keep his head. And they are looking at Hanuman. Maybe Hanuman will like to do that. He is always eager to serve RamaChandra. But Hanuman is completely oblivious and running here and there. So finally Bharat sat down. And Lord RamaChandra, keeping his head in the lap of Bharat, he lay down. And somebody was again thinking, maybe somebody should massage the feet of Lord RamaChandra. He is feeling tired. And again they thought, looked at Hanuman, maybe Hanuman will like to start massaging the feet. But Hanuman was again running here and there behind the squirrels. So finally Lakshman sat down and started massaging the feet of Lord RamaChandra. And somebody then thought, maybe we should massage the arm of Lord RamaChandra also. Again they looked at Hanuman. Hanuman is again not to see running here and there. So finally Shatrughan sat down and he starting massaging the arms of Lord RamaChandra. And Hanuman immediately came, took the fan and started fanning all four of them. Okay. So that was the mood of Hanuman, that I want to serve all together. So if Hanuman had sat down earlier, somebody else could started fanning and Hanuman will be taking the service from somebody. So Hanuman wanted to have the mood of serving everybody. And that is what we want to learn from Hanuman, having the mood of service towards the Lord and towards the devotees of the Lord. So that service mood, Hanuman exemplifies that service mood. And also that's why it says, Hanuman's greatest qualities are what? Vidyavan Guniyati Chatur Ram Kaj Karibe Ko Atur. First thing is, he is always eager to do the task of Lord RamaChandra. Second thing, Prabhu Charitra Sunive Ko Rasiya. He is always eager to hear about the glories of Lord RamaChandra. So these two things, if we can acquire in our life, the small fragment of that, serving the Lord and his devotee, and always having the desire to hear the glories of the Lord, then our life is successful. We are following in the footstep of Hanuman. So, going back to the first shloka from where we started, as the glory of Lord RamaChandra, the katha of Lord RamaChandra, what is the benefit of that? Ramraksha Stotram, Bharjanam bhav beejaanam, arjanam sukh sampdaam, Tarjanam dootaanam, Rameti garjanam. Just speaking the name of Lord RamaChandra, the glories of Lord RamaChandra, it can destroy the seed of material existence. It can give us all the material opulences also. It can free us from the fear of seeing the Yamadutas, the messengers of Yamaraj. So just chant the name of the Lord, serve the Lord, hear the glories of the Lord. Shri RamaChandra Bhagwan ki jai, Sita Rama Lakshman Hanuman ki jai. Okay, thank you very much. Anybody has any question, comment?
Why do you refer always to demigod when as demigods?
Demigods is the word used as demigod. It actually comes from the European philosophy, what we call as Devi Devatas. Okay, so the Devi Devatas are referred as not having the complete power of the Supreme Lord, having the partial power of the Supreme Lord. That's why, as per the English term, because there was no equivalent word for Devi Devatas in the English terminology, so Srila Prabhupada used the word as demigod.
You consider Lord Shiva as demigod or God?
Not Lord Shiva is a special tattva. He doesn't come in the category of demigods. He is a very powerful personality. And Lord Vishnu actually he describes that for the purpose of the annihilation, he himself also assumed the form of Lord Shiva. So Shiva tattva is a separate tattva. There are different tattvas. One is the Supreme Lord, okay, and then Jiva tattva. Even Brahma comes in the category of Jiva tattva. All the Devi Devatas, they come in the category of Jiva tattva, but Lord Shiva is a special, separate tattva. He doesn't come in the category of Jiva tattva.
Like in Ramayana, there was a shloka when the last fight was going on.
Mm-hmm.
When Ramji says, you are more knowledgeable, but what I heard from other preachers, the fight last he says, now everybody stop fighting, I'm the one who will fight Ravana. And then he says, Amma, and then he says, Shiva, which is Mahadev.
Hmm.
So he says, either me or Shiva, only both of us can fight like this. That means he describes that only two of us, either me or Shiva, can fight like this.
Yes, so
that is where he already mentioned that he and Shiva and me are the same.
So that is again the glories of the Lord. He puts himself at the level, he considers himself, so he worships also, right? He worships Shiva also when Rameshwaram is installed. But what is the mood of Lord RamaChandra? Why he is worshipping Lord Shiva at that time? Because he knows that Ravana is the worshipper of Shiva and he is kind of as a disciple of Shiva. So he is already indicating to Lord Shiva that I am going to fight with Ravana and you do not interfere, you do not take side of Ravana in that time. So he is already kind of as a call to Lord Shiva in worshipping in that way. But Lord Shiva is also addressing at that time. So the name Rameshwara has two different meanings. How the people come with this understanding of the name Rameshwar. Okay, they are saying Rameshwara means the Ishwara of Ram. Okay, that is Rameshwaram. But Lord Shiva himself, he addresses Parvati and he tells, that is not the meaning of Rameshwara. Ram Ishwar Yasya. That is Rameshwara. Ram jiske Ishwar hain. That is Rameshwara. That Ram is my worshipable Lord and that is the meaning of Rameshwara. So Lord Ram, why did he worship Lord Shiva is, it's like in all aspects, Shiva is considered as the greatest devotee. And even though in Brahma Samhita, it is described that Shiva is the transformation of Lord Vishnu as the yogurt transforms from the milk. So in one sense, they are same. Okay, Vishnu and Shiva. But that is a transformed part of the yogurt is transformation of the milk. Same way Lord Shiva is the transformation of Vishnu, but there is a difference. The purpose, the difference in the purpose of their appearance. And why, another reason why Lord Ramachandra worshipped Lord Shiva is because as Lord Ramachandra is doing a human leela. Okay? And as a Kshatriya, whenever the Kshatriyas participate in any war is considered as a ghastly warfare, right? Ghastly activity of destruction. And Lord Shiva is the in charge of destruction. So any Kshatriyas, when they go on war, they worship Lord Shiva or Durga to invoke their mercy as the destroyers. So that is another reason, as doing human leela, Lord Ramachandra worshipped Shiva to invoke the destructive potency of the Lord to participate in this war. So there are different reasons, but the bottom line point which we should understand is Lord is always supreme and He is always as a loving father to everybody. If a father serves his child, that does not mean the child becomes equal to the father or superior to the father. Right? As a father, you may have massaged sometime the feet of your son. Isn't it? So does it mean that your son has become superior than you? That you are massaging the feet of your son, he is your master? But out of love, a father does that. So same way, Lord, sometime He will worship or He will serve His own devotees as a loving father. As a loving father, as a loving friend, Lord Krishna drove the chariot of Arjuna. So Arjuna is sitting behind in the chariot and Krishna is driving the chariot. Should one think that Arjuna is superior than Krishna? That because Krishna is the driver, Arjuna is the passenger in the chariot, so Arjuna has become superior? No. Lord is doing that out of His mercy, out of His love for His devotee. And that is a transcendental competition between Lord Ramachandra and Shiva also. That he wants to serve Shiva as his loving devotee, and Shiva is always eager to serve his worshipable Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Shiva, many instances he talk about the glories of Lord Ramachandra. We know Shiva is always chanting the name of Ramachandra, and he is always eager to hear the katha of Ramachandra and speak the katha of Ramachandra. And he instructs Parvati Devi also. Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. So you chant the glories of Lord Ramachandra. Speaking the name of Lord Ramachandra is equal to 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. So many instances are like that. And I know this topic is could be a long discussion, could be a long debate, that why some devotees or Vaishnavas, they consider Lord Vishnu as a superior and they don't consider Shiva as equal. Generally we want to consider Shiva and Vishnu the same. In one sense they're same also, but they are different also. Like the milk and yogurt coming from the same thing, but they are different. Okay? The bottom line point is Shiva is always serving the Lord, and if we can just take that inspiration from Lord Shiva and worship Lord Ramachandra, that will be our success. And we don't want anywhere, we don't never criticize Lord Shiva that he is this and that. Shiva is a very esteemed position, very powerful personality, very esteemed position. So we always want to respect Lord Shiva and serve Lord Shiva and glorify Lord Shiva. Okay, not kind of minimizing his position. But at the same time, we want to know the difference between Lord Shiva and the other personalities. Lord Vishnu, Lord Ramachandra, Lord Krishna, and the other personalities. In Bhagavatam also it describes Lord Shiva as the greatest devotee. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. As among the rivers, Ganga is the superior most. As among the Puranas, Bhagavad Puran is the most superior. So among the Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the topmost Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
As we talked about Hanuman Ji, can I sing 2 lines of popular Bhajanam?
Yes, please.
In front of you?
Sure, sure.
Ramakatha Sudha Rasarasika Hridaya Ramakatha Sudha Rasarasika Hridaya Dibanda Balavanda Hanuman बंद बलवंद हनुमंद राम कथा सुधा राम नाम मणिमालालंकृत राम नाम मणिमालालंकृत राम नाम मणिमालालंकृत रमणीयाङ्गित गात्रा सीता रामकथा सुधारसरसिक हृदय विबन्ध बलवन्द हनुमन्द रामकथा सुधा That's okay.
Yeah.
Very nice singing. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you.